Hello everyone, this is Bamidele from Delaware Studios. You're welcome to another episode of Android programming. Today we'll be looking at how to extract an Android source code from its APK. In a nutshell, on how to decode an APK files. Actually, before we can be able to achieve this task, we are going to follow 4 steps, in order to really extract the source code from its APK. Step 1, we'll be looking at the APK itself, and let's see what we're gonna do with it. Let's start working with the APK. I have on my desktop of my computer, I have an APK called police.apk. You can see right now, that is the APK that I need to extract the source code from it. So for me to go on with this, I will create a new folder. Then right click. I'm using a Windows operating system, Windows 10 to be precise. You can also do that on Mac and Linux, but this is the Windows version of extracting an Android source code from its APK. So I create a new folder. I call it the name of the app, which is police. It's a police application. I copy or drag and drop the police APK into the folder. I double click to open the folder. So we're going to rename the extension of this APK file to a zip. Let it be a zip. So I click on it. I right click, rename. So I highlight on the two extensions. Actually, if you found that you couldn't like change the extension, you can easily go to the permission settings that will enable you to have full control on the change of any file in a folder. But I've done that earlier, so I can easily change the file name and with its extension. So I'm going to name it police.zip. Since that's the extension that I need it to be, I click on my quick one. Before I do that, I would like to click on no. I would like to copy this somewhere else because I will still need it for. I copy it on my desktop. Okay, it's been copied somewhere. So let me continue with the renaming, which is still the same process I went through. I actually copied because I might need it in the course of the tutorial. Zip. I click enter. So it's going to tell me that if you change your file name extension, the file might become unusable. Fine, I need it that way. I click on my yes. So if you notice on your screen right now, it's a zip file. It has been zipped. So the next step is to extract the zip file. Let's extract it just the name. This is the normal step or the normal way in which you extract a zip folder. I click on extract all, so that it's going to sit on the same directory. Okay, it's actually extracting the zip folder now. Okay, here we go. This is the folder of the zip. This is zip folder. So from here, we'll need to download the Dex2 jar. The Dex2 jar, you can get it from this particular website, sourceforge.net/projects/dex2jar/files with a forward slash. So with this, you can easily download the latest version of the Dex2 jar, which is up to 2.4 MB. Once you download that, you get a zip file. This is my Windows for. You get a zip file just like this particular one you're seeing on your screen, and you extract it just like the way we've extracted our police application. So once you extract it, you're going to have something of this nature. So we're going to copy. Okay, let me minimize this because I actually don't need it right now. Okay, this is the extracted application, which we turned into a zip folder, and afterwards we extracted it into files. Now we need one particular file in this folder, which is called the classes.dex. So this classes.dex, we're going to copy it into the folder of the dex2 jar. So let me just do that. I click on copy. I come into the folder of dex2 jar. I paste into it. So I'm going to run a command prompt. I go to my start menu. I search for my CMD. Okay. I run it as an administrator. Okay. Yeah. All right. So change directory. I need to change it to the. Now I'm going to point the directory to the dex2 jar. Right now it's sitting on my desktop. So I'll quickly do that. CD. Okay. Users. Shade. Desktop. CD. Dex2 jar. It's right sitting on my desktop. Okay, you have that right sitting there. So you're going to write a line of code right now, which is going to be D2J hyphen dex2 jar. Dex2 jar. Okay, with a space and the file name, the classes.dex that you copied right into the folder. Classes.dex. That's the extension. You click on your enter. Okay. Just watch what happens in your command prompt and also in a folder of the dex2 jar. Okay. There should be a jar file created, which is quite important. If you can look vividly at the the folder of the dex2 jar, we have the classes -dex2 jar. This is an executable jar file, which is very, very important. Now, to move further from that, we're going to download the Java decompiler. We actually need that to decompile this jar file. You can get the Java decompiler. You can actually get it from this URL called jd.benow.ca. So you have this kind of interface. You click on your download. Okay. If you are using Linux, Mac, or Windows, I use Windows, so I downloaded this particular file, the GUI rather, Windows, 1.4.0.zip. So you extract it up, and you have something of this nature. Okay, the JD GUI Windows. So with this now, you're going to launch the application. Okay, I've launched it. There's a Java application. No, a lot of files being opened here and there, but you just have to follow it one after the other. It's not something too complex. Sorry for that. Okay, now you're going to click on the file menu to open up the class dex jar, which is right sitting on my desktop, the dex2 jar folder. Okay, the classes -dex2 jar. You open it up in the Java decompiler. Let me expand this for you to notice. If you can see, a lot of packages have been extracted. You know, ngcom, palettes, you know, a lot of authentication, signpost. We use the Twitter 4J as well. But now, for you to have this, you can pick a class and you can visualize what the class is really into. You've been able to decompose the Java. Now you need to save this up. You have to click on Save All Sources. You click on Save All Sources. Don't forget to do that. Don't click on Save alone. Once you click on Save All Sources, you go to your desktop. Let me pick the folder of the application. So the name is classes-dex2jar.zip. It's going to be in a zip file. So let me save it into the folder. So let's wait for it to save. It's actually going to save all the Java classes and the directories that you need in the application, just like the way it was being developed. Nothing is going to be taken away. Okay, let me launch the police, which is the root of the APK, which were converted to zip. So we'll notice that the classes dex2jar, which we sent to our Java GUI, is being saved in a zip folder, so we can have all our Java classes in it. So now I can easily extract all of these again. You click on an extract. Okay. After this finishes, we have one more step to finish up in the extracting or the decompiling of an Android APK. Okay, this is going on. Okay, that finishes up, and you can easily get the Java files in your application. The COM, which is always, we have the Facebook. Okay, you can easily see this. These are the Java files used in the application. But there is something that is not always visible in once you finish up using the GUI. The rest folder, I'm trying to search for the rest folder which sits the XML of the application. They are not usually readable. There's a tool called the APK tool. You can actually get it from this link. The APK tool, you get it from the ibotpitches.github.io/apk2/install. From there, you need to extract. I'm using Windows in particular. You have to get the apk2.jar and the apk2.bat. These two files are very, very important. You can get your apk2.jar from the https://bitbucket.org/ibotpitches/apk2/downloads. That's for the jar. Once you get those two files, you're going to keep it in a folder called, I've actually gotten it, so I kept it in a folder called extract. You can see the apk2, the bat file, and the apk2 executable jar file. So with this now, you also download the framework REST APK, which you can see right there. You can download this from this link called www.androidfilehost, is right shown on your screen. You can download your your framework rest-apk. You can download it from this link right there. Once you finish downloading that, you save it, or you keep it in the folder with the APK2 batch file and the APK2 executable jar file. So for us to be able to decompile the APK and get our XML folders from it, we need to run a command, which is going to go down to our command. We are going to actually /, okay, this shadi desktop is right on the desktop. So I'm gonna go into the extract folder. Okay, in the extract folder, I will run a command for the framework underscore / refs. So I'm going to run apk2 if framework hyphen res dot apk. Click enter. Okay, we have our framework installed to the directory. From there now, we can be able to issue our compile. It's going to be apk 2 the name of the application. So for us to be able to do that, I need to copy the police application into this directory. So can you see it's being copied right there? So that I'll be able to finish up with the command. What's the name of the application? Police.apk. Alright. I click my enter. Do you notice? The APK is gonna be decompiled, and I'll be able to get my XML files. The other decompiling from GUI was able to extract the Java classes, but this time I need the XML. So a folder called police is already created, but it's still decompiling. It's trying to decode some XML files, so I need to be patient for it to finish up. Once it finishes up, we'll be able to open the folder called police. Okay, it's finished. So let me double click and open the folder called police. Can you see your Android manifest already? And you can easily read it. Let me edit it with Notepad++. Okay, that's the manifest. Look at the manifest sitting right in the screen. Now you're having your application back. The assets, okay, that's the SQLite being used. The rest folder, very important. The layout. Look at all XML files right into it. These are XML files that were used in the course of the application. You know, with this now, you can pick up the XML and pick up the Java classes, combine them together, and you have your full working application on the fly. Because in Java, you need the Java class for logic, you need the XML, and probably some other frameworks you've been used, you know, which can serve as the MVC outlay for the application. But mostly, you always need the Java classes and the XML. But now, we have the Java classes being decompiled from the GUI, Java GUI, and also now we've been able to extract the XML from the APK itself using the APK2. If you have any question or you feel that these steps are not too clear for you, you can easily give a comment or just explain, or just let us know the issues, or let's know the challenges you might be facing. You know, I'll be glad and happy to help you out with them. No, thank you very much for listening, and I will want you to stick to Delaware Studios. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more Android development and programming tutorials. Thank you very much. Bye bye, and Merry Christmas and a prosperous new year. Bye bye.